Yeah. Yeah. So, and now we'll see how to combine data sets in SAS. Okay. When we have, various types of, various types to combine data sets in SAS. Let's go through one by one on that. Okay. Yeah. So we have, ways to combine data sets. One is using concatenation, interleaving. We have merge, update, and modify. Modify, we know, which we know it, which we went through previously. But we'll go through these four topics. Okay. In this combined datasets topic. The first one is concatenation. Okay. So concatenation is nothing but appending tables, one after the other, which means so with the help of set statement. Okay. So combine two or more SAS datasets into a single SAS dataset, one after the other. Okay. So it has some rules whenever you just use set statement one after the other. Okay. So the first one is the number of observations in the new dataset is equal to the sum of the number of observations in both in the number of datasets mentioned in the set statement. Okay. So for example, so normally syntax will be in this way. Okay. Data ds, and if you're using uh, concatenation, you have to use in this way. Set ds1, ds2. Okay, in this way. Run. So the number of observations in ds is the sum of number of observations in ds1 and ds2. Okay. And next one.
But when we have not defined DS1 and DS2,
Sorry, sir.
we have not defined DS1 and DS2, so it will not run, right?
You mean this one? No, this step is just a
Yeah.
syntax, it's a syntax.
Ah,
Yeah, it's nothing, nothing else. Yeah,
hmm.
yeah. Next one. Yeah, and the original data set. I mean, yeah, yeah. So this data set, this one. So this, the original data set contains same variables. The variables in the new data set are same as the variables in the original dataset. So both the datasets, so it's always make sure that both the datasets have have the same variables, such that the new dataset DS has the same variable list. Okay, if okay, uh, if if there is an for example, if DS1 has has a set of variables around 10 variables, and DS2 has around 11 variables, in which 10 are same and 11th one is different. Okay. So whenever we just concatenate these two data sets in DS, what happens is there will be some missing values until the DS, and rest on the new variable will have the data. Okay. We'll see on that. Know how you'll get some missing values, and the rest will be data. Okay. And for example, if both data sets have variables, same variables, but have um, different data types. Okay. For example, it has DS1 has ID name, ID number as character, DS2 has ID number as numeric. So when you do concatenation of these two, as this being a same variable name but different data type, so the concatenation won't happen. So in that case, we have to convert the particular concatenation, the particular variables data type to our favorable data type. Okay. And next one, the next rule is if uh, if the original dataset contain, I mean, this is the take this as the original dataset. If the original dataset contain different lengths of variables, concatenation is done. Okay. The length of new the length of the variables in the new dataset, this new dataset will be equal to the length of the first dataset. Okay. The length for the new dataset variable is equal to the first dataset variable length. Okay. So whenever there is a there is an discrepancy in the lengths. For example, the same ID number has around 15 characters. Okay. Just a moment. Okay. 15 characters in which the length in so the length of this ID number in DS1 is 15, and but in DS2 uh, you know uh, there are around 17 characters length for the same ID number in DS2. Okay. So because in DS1 the length the length of ID number is 15, so there is a chance of data truncation. Okay. Because in DS it will consider only the length as 15. Okay. So the two characters of DS2 data will be truncated. Okay. So that is the issue that should be taken care before concatenating two datasets. Okay. So we'll go through each and every rule one by one with using examples. Okay. The first one, if the original dataset contains same variables, the variable in the new dataset are same as the variables in the are same as the variables in the original dataset. Okay. First DS1. In DS1 we have patient ID, drug name, visit ID, and visit date. The same thing. In DS2, patient ID, drug name, visit date. Sorry. And here I'm trying to concatenate these two datasets as as these have same data points and same variables. Okay. Let's see. So these have around, if we just count the number of data points here. 1, 2, okay, around 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, 10. And here 64 to 73, 10. So we have to get total 20 rows in the new data set. Okay, sorry. Okay. So we got 20 rows in the new data set, one after the other. First one, second one, and DS3 will have data one after the other. First 10 will be DS1, next 10 will be also DS2. Yeah. Okay. Next one. If the original datasets contain different variables, observations are from one dataset will have missing values for the variables of the new dataset. Okay, let's see what's that actually. Okay, so it states that observations from one dataset will have missing values. Okay, so here we have PID, drug name, visit date, sex, and again here we have patient ID, drug name, visit date. So in the
But not,
first, sorry, ma'am.
but not sex, right?
Exactly, exactly.
Yeah.
As per the rule, So we have different variables.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have sex here. We have not sex here. DS3. Okay. Sex. So until DS1, we got the variables, but in DS2, the data is missing. Okay. A new column will be there, but data will be missing for the DS2 data,
Hmm.
right?
If you keep DS2 first as in set DS2,
Mm-hmm.
then DS1, then
Mm-hmm.
what will happen?
The above, I mean, here it will be missing values, and below the values will be populated.
Okay,
Yeah, it's just the position. That's it.
that's it. Okay.
Yeah. Next one. Yeah, if you see here, we have age here, and we
Hmm.
have sex here. Okay, we'll just combine these two. So in sex we got missing values here. In age we got missing values here. A new column will be formed, will be created, but data will be missing for the specific data points of the specific data set. Okay, clear?
Yeah.
Yeah. Next one. If original data sets contain different data types for variables, concatenation won't happen. As I said previously, so if the data types of a particular same variable are different in both the data sets, okay? So concatenation won't happen because to combine two data sets on the same variable, they should be they should be aligned on a same data type. Okay. So here we have PID, drug name, yeah, and here we have PID in terms of numeric. Let's see. And we are doing the concatenation.
Sorry, can you repeat again? I could not understand.
See, here we have PID in character, and in the DS2 we have PID in
Okay,
numeric. Okay.
okay.
Yeah. So when we have done the concatenation, so we get the error in this way. Error. So variable
Mhm.
PID has been defined as both character and numeric. Okay. Character in one data set and numeric in the other data set. So character, which is in the first data set. Okay. Numeric, which is in the second data set.
So it means that it should be same data type. If it is not same data type, it will not concatenate.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. I mean,
Irrespective of, for
mm-hmm,
example,
mm-hmm,
in both the cases, the
mm,
first column name is P underscore ID.
right.
Okay.
Right.
So, for example, in DS2, if
Mm-hmm,
I keep P underscore ID,
mm-hmm,
okay,
mm-hmm.
in that case, it will show missing values in
Column in
P underscore ID in the
yeah.
second data set
I
and
mean,
in the
no, you said
new
both.
column.
1 second, sir. So you said so it is both P underscore ID itself. The same.
No,
Mhm.
at one place it is
Both
P
is
underscore ID and
unknown.
another scape T underscore ID.
No, no, both are same, sir. P underscore ID. P
No, no,
underscore
I am
ID.
asking you a
Uh-huh.
situation
Mm-hmm. Okay.
where
Uh-huh.
in DS1 it is P underscore ID
Okay.
and DS2 assume it is Z underscore ID.
Oh, okay. Then it will be created in terms of the first 10 rows will be null. Okay.
Hmm.
And the second 10 rows will be populated with the ID
Same.
numbers.
Yeah,
Yeah,
got it.
no, yeah, no, the same like values, which we have seen it, right? I mean, missing
Hmm.
values the same way. So
Okay.
at that
And
time, if you have different data types, it won't bother. But the only problem is whenever you have same variable name but with different data types, to combine these two, it will throw an error.
okay. And how about duplicates? In case of any duplicates are there, it will give both
Yeah, it will
the
give as
duplicates
is.
also in concatenation?
No, yeah, duplicates. So whatever the data is there in these two data sets will be just combined and given in the new data set. That's it. As is. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
As it. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Rajiv.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
dataset 1 and dataset 2, both the patient ID is numeric, right? Like
No,
one
no.
is
First one is character. This one is character.
yeah, because they use the dollar symbol, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
But here it is numeric.
Okay, understood.
Data data can be anything. It's up to you. I mean, it's up to the programmer. No, it's up to the data which we get. But defining the data type of a particular variable is up to the programmer.
Okay.
So if that is the case, can you
Mm-hmm.
go to the previous example? In the previous example,
Mm-hmm.
uh, can you go little up? I want to see the input format here. So here in this example, in DS1,
Mm-hmm.
okay, the last column is a character,
Right.
okay, and in DS2, the last character is the last column is a numeric.
Right.
So then it should throw error, right?
But it is
So
not the same variable,
same.
right?
Yeah, exactly, ma'am. Sir,
It is
as
not
a
the.
same variable, right? You see
Hmm.
here, it's not about how many variables. It's about same variables. Okay. Whenever you have
Okay.
same variables, the data will flow one below the other based on the
Hmm.
based on the position which we have given the dataset's name in the set statement.
Hmm.
Okay. If it is PID, after all these after all these sorry after all these 10 patient ID values, these 10 patient IDs values will flow. Okay.
So got it. In a simple way,
Yeah.
if there are two data sets
Mm-hmm.
and the column names remain same,
Mm-hmm.
then the result also the columns will remain the same
Same.
number of columns.
Same. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
Mm-hmm.
if the column names are different,
Different. Yeah.
then the number of columns are also going to increase accordingly.
Exactly. And based on that the data for the respective rows will be missing for few and will be and will be data for few.
Yeah.
Got it?
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah. So in this case, so we have to convert the particular data type to our preferred data type. So either if you want to convert character to numeric to character, it's up to you. Either
Hmm.
we can convert the data type to numeric or character. Okay,
Hmm.
whichever feasible for the programmer, they can do it. Okay, so here we are doing here we are doing converting patient ID from character to numeric. Okay, so we use input here. So as I said previously, if you want to convert a particular data type from numeric to character, we use put, and for the and vice versa for we use input. Okay,
Okay.
so here uh, we use input patient ID. We gave 3 dot, which is the length.
Okay.
You remember it, ma'am? Input and output, which I have explained previously.
Yeah, explain, yeah.
Okay.
But it is P underscore ID dollar, right? You are putting Y numerical one.
So dollar is something that just
Okay.
to it's so it is the format, sir. I guess you
Hmm.
are yeah. So
That's
dollar
fine.
is something that we use it because to name it as a character data type. It's not the
Hmm.
name.
Hmm. I know, I understand.
Okay.
But then why are you keeping P underscore ID one?
Here ID one, sir. This here.
Uh,
So
why you are
previously
keeping
I
that ID
explained
one?
you that I explained you right. Whenever you use input or put functions, always make sure that you use a new variable, and after that no we can rename it. So here if you see here, if you see here, we are renaming it to PID.
Hmm.
Got it?
Okay.
Yeah. So always, whenever you just whenever you convert some variable name to other data, no, data type, always make sure that you create that on a new variable, not the old one. It will throw some kind of a warning or some kind of a data issues. Okay. So on the same data, on the same variable name, always it doesn't suit, or it doesn't matches the uh, you know conversion data type. Okay. So always use a new variable name, and later on drop this one. No, you can drop this one. See here, we have dropped PID and renamed the PID one equal to PID. Go ahead, sir.
Hmm. Hmm.
Okay. So clear on this, right? Using drop and rename at the same time,
Yeah.
because as I said previously, it works on an alphabetical order. Okay. D comes first, R comes next.
Yeah.
So first drop happens and then rename happens. Okay, and then rename works. First it drops PID and then renames PID one equal PID. Got it, sir? Got it, ma'am?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. And now, yeah. So now we got the data. DS1A. Yes, yeah. So DS1. So we are converting the data type DS2. So DS1A, DS2.
Yeah.
Okay. So we get the data in this way. Okay. Yeah. Next one. Okay. So, if the data sets have different lengths for variables, concatenation will be carried on. But thing is, the length for new data set will be equal to the length of the first data set in the set statement. Okay. Let's see. So here it is PID. We in P name, patient name, we have specifically mentioned $10 dot.
Okay.
Okay. Just a moment. And here the P name doesn't have any kind of a um,
By default, 8
length.
is there.
Yeah, by default it's 8. Yeah,
Mhm.
right. Let's see for the P name length. So it comes as 8. Sorry, 10. We got 10 here. Okay. If you see carefully, in 1 we have 10, as we mentioned. In 2 we have 8, as we have mentioned. It takes the default. In 3 we have 10. Okay. So it will consider the first data set length.
Okay.
Okay. So but what if we do the reverse way? But second data set variable length is more than first data set variable length. There is a chance to
Yeah.
lose few
Okay.
characters from second data set. To use length statement, okay? So
Before
for
that.
that, we can use length statement before the set statement. We see here, multiple lengths were specified for variable p underscore name by input datasets. So this can cause truncation of data. Okay. Yeah. See here, we still, it'll take as 8. Okay. So is there any kind of data loss? Yeah, if you see here, in DS1 we have Henry Carroll, but in DS3B we got Henry Carr. So we lost few characters in the patient name. Okay. In order to avoid that, make sure you use len statement before the set statement. Okay. So we get p name and we don't have to lose the data. Yeah. Got it? Clear, ma'am? Clear, sir, on this?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So that's so no, those are rules. No, those are rules whenever we have to keep in mind whenever we use whenever we do concatenation of two tables with the help of set statement. Okay. Make sure that the lengths are equal in the both data sets. There isn't any kind of data type issues in the both data sets. Okay. Always make sure that if there's an if the length of the second data set is more compared to the first data set, make sure that you use length statement for those particular variables or variable. Okay. Now always make sure that whenever you have different data types, always make sure to convert those variable data types to your desired data type. Okay, based on the data which you have. Okay.
Sorry, I missed here one point.
Hmm?
So the 295 line, if you are mentioning this 295 line, there will be no missing data, right?
I mean truncation, not missing truncation.
Yeah. There will
Yeah.
be no truncation.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So length we have discussed in the in the statements part, sir. Uh, You guys
Mhm.
remember it, right? Length statement.
Yeah.
Yeah. Next one.
Now, sometimes in a real-time data,
Hmm.
the length may be so okay. If it is more than 8, by default they will mention. So
Yeah.
we have to play accordingly.
Exactly. Yeah. So
Mm.
that's what I said is an example. If it is more than a, so whenever whenever truncation comes into picture, whenever the data is more than 8.
Mm.
Okay. Yeah. Sometimes you have a long um names or long or email IDs or addresses in a
Mm.
data set.
Mm.
Okay. For example, one data set you got from other source, from an external source, and the next data set you got, you just fetch, you just fetch the data from an database. Okay. So in that time, sometimes what happens is from the database, it'll sometimes it'll give us data length to be 1024. Okay, 1048 in that way. But from the but from the external source, whenever you get data in terms of uh, the actual length of data. For example, it has the maximum, it has around 100 characters length, so it will mention 100. That's it. Okay. But make sure that sometimes uh, the data from the database you get with the length of 1024, right? So in that way, if you combine these two, a length of 100 and and a length of 1024, if you just concatenate these two, we'll get the warning. Okay. But they won't, but this doesn't cause any kind of a data truncation, because any idea, sir?
we are using length statement,
No,
then there will be
without length. I'm just telling you. Okay.
without
It'll
length, it will
uh
throw an error, right?
no, it'll throw warning. No, it won't throw error.
Warning.
Warning.
Ah,
Okay, it'll throw
it will
warning.
throw warning.
Yeah,
Hmm.
but the data will be still intact. No, there won't be any truncation.
Why?
No, that's what I'm asking you. Why is it?
Um,
It, n- this thing, so it's simple. It's a simple conclusion. The first thing, what happens is the first. I mean, no, you are concatenating data from the external source. So let's take example as data from the external source as uh, ext data. Okay, and data from you fetch data from database as it is oracle da- oracle data. Okay, you're combining these two. Data new data. Okay, you're combining these two, and you observe that for some specific variables in EST data, the data set, sorry, the character length, sorry, the variable length is 100, because external data will consider the maximum length of the variable. But in Oracle data, as this being a database, it'll just by default gives 1024 to all its variables. Okay, but still
1024 character length.
exactly 1024 character length, 1024. In ext data, the length is around 100. In Oracle data, it is 1024. Okay,
Hmm.
when you combine these two, we'll get the warning as as the lengths are different.
Mhm.
Okay, but still the there won't be any kind of a data truncation. Why is it?
Because the sources are different.
Okay,
The
so
data from where we are taking the sources are different.
okay,
So it will keep same as it is. It will not treat them as from the same database.
no, that's okay. Source are different. That's fine. In Oracle data, by default, the length is 1024 to all the variables. But in no, but no, but in the ext data, so it will consider the maximum length of the particular variable, which is 100. Okay.
Hmm.
So why is it? So why is it there is no
Are
truncation? Because
different formats.
no.
Both are different formats.
If it's different
Hmm.
formats, no, then
Null
that
values will.
yeah. I mean, by if different formats in the sense, if they're in different, data types, then the truncation won't happen.
But in concatenation, they will consider the different variable length. So we can.
Yeah, they will consider, ma'am. But what I'm asking is data. There is no loss in the data. There is no loss in the data. Even if you do concatenation of these two, there is
Hmm.
no loss in the no. There is no truncation of data, because I said in ext data, it takes the maximum length of 100.
Hmm.
Okay, because the highest the highest for example, in ext data, it has around 100 rows. In the 100 rows, to example, take 95th row has data length, has data characters up to 100 length. Okay,
Hmm.
which means the data characters when the data characters, the characters in the particular cell have 100 characters. Okay,
Hmm.
so it took the maximum length of the row of the column. Okay, but in Oracle data, by default it gives 1024. Even if you have one character or 100 characters, it still give 1024 as the length.
So whatever by default is there, if it is by default only, then it will give as it is. But if it is more than 100, if it is 102 or
Exactly.
103,
Then there will be a
then it
truncation.
will track it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I meant to say. Yeah. Even in
Okay.
even in Oracle data, as that's the reason I'm pointing it down. I'm stressing it down. Default value. Okay. By default it is 1024, but data is still below 100 in Oracle data also. Okay. Then the number of characters in Oracle data is still 100. The maximum length is 100. Got it, sir?
Got it. And this is a very simple example. But now, uh, assume that there are three, four columns.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And in three, four columns, we have three, four different lengths. In
Mm-hmm.
one, it is higher. In another one, it is lower.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So here, DS1 and DS2 funda will completely change, right?
No,
So
no,
in
it
that
won't.
case,
Same thing, sir. Let me show you that.
for example, there are 10 rows in
Yeah,
DS1.
1 second, let me show you.
Assume.
I get it, sir. Okay. So what happens is this warning will be there.
Hmm.
Okay. So this warning will be there multiple times. Okay. So
Hmm.
how many variables have have multiple lengths? So it will specify multiple multiple times one below the other with this
Hmm.
by changing the variable name here. So it is p name here. For example, you have different lengths in terms of patient drug name. Okay, it mentioned in the log below below this warning, again warning, multiple lengths were specified for the variable drug name in that way. So
Hmm.
how many variables you have, so those many warnings you'll get.
Hmm.
So in that way you can you can just be cautious. You can go to the actual data and see if there is any kind of a truncation of data.
No, but under the set,
Mhm.
we are defining, for example, we have defined now under the set.
Mhm.
Hmm, can you just go up?
Okay.
The previous one. What we have done, you have
Okay.
used
Length statement, right? This one, right?
length statement you have used,
Right.
right?
Right.
So how to use there if there are multiple things?
Yeah,
So
that's what I
for
meant. I just mentioned it, sir. So if
hmm,
you can mention you can mention length statement if you have multiple variables or just this one single variable. For
okay,
example, you want to mention length for drug name.
it can be either from DS1 or DS2. Whatever the warning comes, all those columns you have to keep.
I mean the warning whenever see the warning only comes when the variable name is same in both the data sets, right?
Hmm.
So why doesn't it bothers when you have only one variable in one data set and the and right when you have one specific variable in one data set and one specific variable in the other and the other data sets, it just flows as is. It doesn't require any kind of a truncation of data something, right? Whenever you have same, so all these conditions are all these conditions are only for data which have same variable names, right?
Yeah, so for example, now what
Mm,
I'm trying to tell you is
mm,
assume from DS1,
mm-hmm,
okay,
mm-hmm,
P underscore name
mm-hmm.
has more length,
Okay.
okay,
Mm-hmm,
whereas in DS2,
mm-hmm.
drug underscore name has more length.
So more, I mean, you said more for both.
For P name, it is in DS1,
Okay.
whereas for drug name, it is in DS2.
Okay.
And then,
That's what, sir. My point is, so these lens and all will come into picture whenever you have same data. Okay. No, sorry.
yeah,
No, whenever you have same variable name.
Correct,
Okay.
like
yes,
Okay. Because what happens, when you have same variable name, the first data set values will come at the first, and below of the same variable name, the second data set values will be appended. Okay. Whenever you append these two, so the SAS treats in this way that it shouldn't have So it should have it should mostly it should be in it should be mandatorily with the same data type, and there shouldn't be any kind of a length differentiation. If it no if it has if it has if it has a length differentiation, then there will be truncation of data. That's what it means to say. Only when you have same variable name. If you have
I
different variable.
know. I am also saying the same thing. If
Mm-hmm.
assume that in DS1 and DS2, the variable names are same.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But the length of P underscore name
Mm-hmm.
is higher
Okay.
in DS1,
Okay.
whereas the length of drug underscore name is higher in DS2.
Okay.
In such case,
Uh-huh.
how will you concatenate? Because if you are concatenate one, in one column it will get truncated and another column it will not get truncated.
So that's what
And
so, you're not.
you
I mean,
have,
so
if you haven't understood my question, can I tell in Telugu?
no, sir. I got your question, sir. You mean to say the point is the essence of it is P underscore name is different, drug underscore name is different, right?
Yes,
You have to see based on variable name. Okay. You have
yes,
to compare based on variable name. Compare P underscore name in the first data set and compare P underscore name with the second data set. So don't compare
yes.
P underscore name in the first data set with the drug underscore name in the second data set.
No, I'm not comparing like that. I'm not at
Mm-hmm.
all
No, no,
comparing
no.
like that.
Rajiv, he is telling that in DS1, P underscore name variables like the this rows like the observations
Mm-hmm.
is more as compared with the DS2
No,
and
no, not
No, 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 no,
exactly
no,
the
no,
rows. I'm not
ma'am.
talking of rows. Can
So
you go
what?
to the example? I will tell you. Can you
Okay,
go to the actual example where we are using two different one, right?
this one's
Can
this
you
one,
go to the
this one.
example?
This is the
Yeah.
one.
So
Okay.
now,
Mm-hmm.
this is DS1, right? In
Right.
DS2,
Mm-hmm.
now under drug underscore name
Mm-hmm.
dollar,
Mm-hmm.
okay,
Mm-hmm.
you make length as 20.
Okay.
Not there in DS2.
DS2. Okay. 20 dot. Okay.
Yeah. So now you tell me how would be the code for this.
Okay. If we see here, drug underscore name. So if you see here, we have a aspirin 05 mg. Okay.
That is below 8 only.
Sorry.
That is
Yeah,
below
below
8
8.
only.
Yeah, yeah, it's below 8.
Ah,
You see, all the
hmm,
data points are below 8. And if you
hmm.
see, even here, all the data points are below 8. Okay.
Yeah, but I
Even
am defining as 20.
20.
Or else can you, or else for one,
Yeah,
you give,
I'll just, one second. I'll just,
one you give up to 20 and then we will.
no, it's okay. No, I'll just, run this code. Okay.
Hmm,
We still get issues. Multiple lengths are specified for variable drug name. Okay. But in the output
hmm,
data, we still get the data.
hmm.
This is because the data is only until 8 characters.
No, but make one of the data
Mm-hmm.
as 20 characters or
Okay,
above
okay,
8.
okay.
Then
In DS2, right? You mean to say?
DS2. Yeah, in DS2
Okay,
for
in
the
DS.
drug
Okay,
name.
okay.
For the
Uh,
drug name,
20, 20, 20. Okay, right? So we got.
yes.
And
Now
here,
you,
there will be a truncation of data.
yeah,
That's what you mean to say, right?
that's right.
Yeah. So it will take until 8
So,
characters only because DS1 has 8 characters only.
ah,
Yeah,
so now if that should not happen,
yeah,
what should be the code? Now you will use length statement. How you will
exactly.
use the length statement here?
Exactly,
That is what I
exactly.
wanted to know.
The same things for every yeah, no, the same condition repeats for every other variable.
yeah,
It's not
length.
just for one variable, sir.
Correct,
You
correct.
take any variable, no, that is a condition. Use length statements. Use simply length statement. That's it. Go
Yeah,
ahead, sir.
so here,
hmm
yeah,
So
so here,
here, if you want to use drug name, so here what's happening is DS1, okay, uh, DS1 data set has truncation, right? Which you mean to say, right?
hmm,
If you use DS drug name dollar 20 dot, okay, that's
hmm,
a character, right? Yeah, character.
hmm.
Okay. And we, one second. Let's mention this particular thing. Right, sir?
Hmm.
You got the data.
Okay.
The same like which we have explained for P underscore name.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, that's what I mentioned, sir, clearly. If
Hmm.
you have n number of variables or just one variable, use length statement. That's it.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
And next, yeah, concatenation with options. We have options for set. Which we already know it, but still, we'll just go through with, options with set statement. Okay. Yeah. So first option is first OBS and OBS. Okay. So what happens here, sir? In DS1, I used first OBS equal to 4. We went through these options, first OBS and OBS. So what happens here? What is first OBS equal to 4 in DS1? So no, what data will I be getting in the set statement for DS1? First OBS equal to 4.
It will consider only four letters.
Sorry?
First four letters.
No, first OBS, sir.
I could not recall.
It will like first 4.
First 4 observations. You mean to say,
Yeah.
ma'am?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see.
First four columns only it will take, or
This
first four
means
rows it will
no.
take.
So this means you're not going to sessions again, in your free time. Okay. Let's see. If you see here, ma'am. So first OBS equal to 4. So how many we have in the DS1?
Right.
One.
Rows.
So 307 to 316. 10. Right.
Yeah.
And here DS2 we have 25, 24, 34, 10. So
Still 10.
totally, according to this set statement, we should be getting total 20, right? But we got around 17.
17.
Okay. So if you see here in the first data set, first set statement, we got around 7 because we used first OBS equal to 4. So first OBS equal to 4 means, so the data, no, the data extraction should start from fourth observation. We see here, we have 102 ASP10 mg 12th Jan, which is female. Okay, fourth one 102 ASP10 mg 12th Jan, which is female. So from this fourth observation, it will consider all the observations. So first observation, so which means start taking the, so first OBS, which means first observation. So it tells us that start considering observations from the fourth observation. Okay, consider fourth observation as the first observation, and then continue the process for the next observation. So it will consider first OBS as the fourth observation, and from there it will take, it will consider, it will just combine all this remaining 6 observations and this fourth observation with this one with these 10 observations. Clear, sir? Remember this one?
Yeah,
First,
yeah.
first
Yeah, yeah.
OBS. Yeah. Ma'am, first OBS clear?
Yeah.
And next one, OBS. Remember this OBS? Okay. So,
It will consider then up to 7th and it will leave rest of the things. Last 3 rows it will leave.
you'll see. We'll see.
So from 4th to 7th only it will consider.
Okay. So this one is from 4th to 10th. And this one is you see
From
here.
first to 7th, from first to
First to
7th it will
7th.
leave 3.
No. First to 7th, it will be from the first data set. right?
From the first data set, it would be from fourth, na?
Yeah, I
From
mean,
fourth to
At
10th.
least
sorry. My point is from 1 to 7, it will consider
Ah,
the sun observation from the
yeah,
dataset from 4th to
yes.
10th, right?
yes,
Yeah.
Okay. From 8th to 14th, which are no, the first sun observations from the second dataset. You see here,
yes.
101 ASP5G, ASP05MG, 11 Jan, 34 age.
Yes, please. 05.
Okay, 34 age. Clear, ma'am?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. Those are first OBS and OBS. And now tell me this one. What if I use same option for one dataset? First OBS equal to 4 and OBS equal to 8. What happens in this one?
So what it will do is in the first set, it will consider from fourth to 10th. And in the second set, it will consider from first to 8th.
So can you just rethink again? See the code carefully.
Yes, one
We are
DS.
doing
Oh,
DS1,
both are in the
DS2.
Acha.
We have
Oh, sorry,
we
sorry,
did,
sorry, sorry.
yeah.
So in DS2, what it will do?
Uh-huh.
Mhm. Okay.
So in DS1 it will be the dataset as is, okay? The all the 10 observations, right?
It will be all the 10 observations.
Observation. In DS2, if
Two,
you,
yeah.
okay, start with the first option, which is first OBS equal to 4. So it is telling SAS
Hmm.
that consider your first observation as a consider fourth observation
Fourth row.
in your dataset as the first observation.
Yeah. First
Okay,
Yeah,
observation. Yeah.
and
From that, like it will
yeah,
8.
yeah,
Yeah.
and from that take it until 8th.
Yeah.
Okay, total we should be getting 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 15 observations. Yeah, we got 15.
Yeah.
Okay, from 4th to 8th, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay,
yeah,
so it's telling SAS that consider your fourth observation or the fourth row as the first or as your first observation
Yeah.
and
And
go until 8th observation
8
and go
observation.
to 8th row. Okay, which is 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8.
8.
8th
Yeah.
row and print these 5 rows in the DS3 dataset. Okay, clear, sir? Clear, ma'am?
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So this is the option. I mean, I have explained this in the, while we're going through these options in the, I guess, in the set options. Okay. Please go through the sessions here. And same thing for keep, drop, rename, which you know it. So keep is something that we do it, we use it at the, at the set segment itself. So, it will consider
Yes.
only drug name, visit
Yes.
date. That's it. If you combine these two,
Keep drug name visit date. Okay.
yeah. So PID and age will be null.
Null, yeah. For DS1.
Right. And next one is drug name, visit date. I have renamed PID to
Name, patient ID, page. Okay.
patient ID.
Okay.
Yeah, patient ID.
Patient underscore ID.
Yeah.
So it is changing for both the sets, PID.
Yeah. I
But
mean, a
patient
new
dot ID is like null for
null for,
DS1.
yeah, exactly. Because it's a new one, right? Patient is a new one.
Hmm.
Yes.
We have renamed it. And we have only for the DS1 we only
Consider,
considered
got
two
it, got it.
observations, sorry, two
Yeah, yeah.
columns, that's it, not the
Got
PID.
it, got it,
Even for example,
got it.
even I don't use rename. Okay, instead of rename I use keep equal to PID. Okay, I still be getting null values
Yeah.
for the DS1.
Mhm.
Okay, null
Hmm.
values, right? And next one, drop equal to, so I'm dropping these to drug name, visit date,
Okay.
and rename patient PID equal to patient date. Now let's see.
Drop tag
So we
name
got
visit
PID for
date.
in the
Okay.
DS1 sorry, dataset and patient ID for DS2 dataset. But we got null values here because we renamed the patient ID to PID to patient ID in the dataset 2.
Mm.
Okay, drug name and and the visit date are null for. I have dropped these two also, drug name and the visit date. Okay, clear?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And next one.
Might like.
Yeah, point equal to slice. We have already discussed it, but still I'll just going to go through again. Remember it, right, ma'am? Point equal to slice, point equal to I. Sir?
I can't recall at this point of time, but
Okay, okay.
once you
No issues. Yeah.
explain, we will.
Yeah. Yeah. No. We use a specific option to just, extract a particular observation. Okay, let's see. So what is this extraction? Okay. So for example, I want to extract the second observation. Okay. I just mentioned slice equal to slice of anything. I equal to slice equal to or observation equal to anything. Slice equal to set ds point equal to slice. So point, it just it refers to point equal to slice, which is second observation. Run this one, I get the second observation. From what? From the DS1 dataset. Remember it's this one, point equal to slice code.
Stop and the output.
Yeah. No, stop. Yeah. This one again, do loops.
But here we are not concatenating anything, right?
Nothing, sir. We are, we're just
Yes.
selecting,
Extracting.
extracting, selecting this, whichever observation we want. You see here, we have selected observations of our choice, right? We're starting at first OB is equal to 4 and OB is equal to 8, which means I want observations from 4 until 8, right? That's the same way. Now using different options. Point equal to slice, using do loops. To do IE, so instead of slicing, I use IE equal to 245, which means, or else, observation equal to 245. I use a point equal to observation 245. Output end stop run. I guess I get 245, right?
This here you are talking of only slicing, but it has to do anything with concatenation.
No, sir, no. It is just, no. My point is, I explained these options, right?
Yeah,
you know,
yes.
selecting our desired variables, I'm sorry, desired column, the same way, how to select a desired column, sorry, desired rows with different options. That's it. Okay. Yeah. This is the other way. So we know what is underscore n underscore, right? N underscore, we in the back end we get two additional variables, underscore n underscore error underscore. Remember, sir?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not completely.
Okay. Underscore and underscore is something, it's very important, sir. Always, it should be remembered at any cost, because whenever, you don't get a hold on these point equal to slice, do loops, or observation, or the OBS and the first OBS, underscore and underscore is the first one, any SAS programmer, gets into mind, that how to select a particular column, sorry, a particular row, which you, and I can just simply mention if underscore and underscore equal to 3, it selects the third row of the class dataset, which is Barbara. Okay. If you want to select multiple rows
In
in 245. Okay, 245. The other ways. Okay.
What is knobs?
Yeah, we'll go through. And the next thing is NOB is equal to option. Okay, so I'm sorry, NOB is equal to number of observations. Okay, NOB is equal to number of observations. Okay, we'll see. So, so there's something that how to select specific variables in the, in the reverse order, or in or every third record, or every second record, or every fourth record, in that way. Okay, let's see. So here we use do loops here. Okay, so do I equal to, so let's, for example, I want to consider data in the reverse order. Data ds do I equal to, so why are we using NOBS here? Because sometimes you may not know the last observation number in this, in a particular data set. Okay, in the class data set we know it is 19. No, we can simply mention as 19 to 1 by -1. Okay, set SAS help dot class point equal to I, NOBS equal to, so we have mentioned NOBS equal to NOBS. It's not required. We can mention it. Doesn't make sense. Doesn't make any difference. Output and stop run. So that's the purpose of do loop, right? No, we have no. While going through do loop, we have mentioned it, right? No, what is the use of output and stop? Remember, sir? Remember, ma'am? What is the use of output and stop while going through do loops? I guess we have dealt with this in the past session, in the last session, last session.
Output, it will give you the result.
Yeah.
And like if we want to like add at fifth row or sixth row.
So come again.
Mm. For and I think if we use true, so we have to use the and. What I think. Mm.
That's okay. It's okay. See here, we got the data in the reverse order. William, used to be the last one. Okay, and Alfred, used to be the first one, right? Remember, while going through uh, the last one was statement. Last one was combined data sets. Sorry, conditional statements, right?
I don't recall this do loop have been discussed. Probably I would have missed that class, but I don't know. I could not recollect it.
Yeah, just a moment, sir. This one.
Pooja, you recollect? Have we done with the do loop
Yeah,
statements?
yeah. We did the
Then I
class.
missed it.
Yeah, I think you was also there because it's an important class. So Rajiv was discussing.
And I somewhere missed this. This moment, mean, I somewhere kept this conditional statements. I don't remember it. Where did I store the conditional statements? Yeah, remember it, sir? We just dealt with this using uh at stop statement. So now why do you use stop statement? Remember it, sir?
Probably I have missed this class. I
No,
don't
no,
recall it.
no, you were there, I guess. You were there. Input
Uh,
statement. No, I'll go. No, it's before the if. It's before the if statement, sir.
mhm.
Were you there before the if statement?
No, it's fine. I will recall it. I will practice it, but I don't recall
Okay. Yeah,
uh,
no issues. No, no,
to
I
I
just
was
no.
there.
Yeah. No, no, I'll just go through again. No problem. Okay.
I could
So yeah.
understand here.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So it is something that so normally if we use do loop. So normally we use do loop to just uh, to just to have something whenever we want to we want to apply a condition to multiple rows, we use do loops. Okay, when we have condition when we want to apply condition into one row, we can we can simply mention if condition. Okay, but no, that's not the case. If we want to apply condition into multiple rows, we have to use do loops because it loops the entire it loops one condition to all the number of rows or columns. Okay. So here what I want is I want to extract data from in the reverse order such that I want to see what is the last observation possible. Okay. No, what is the last observation? So in that case, so in the case of class, I know what is last observation, which is 19. Okay.
Mhm.
For example, you don't know what is the last observation. No, you can simply use NOBS, which is number of observations. Okay. Number of observations to 1. Okay. So last to 1 by -1, which is by -1 is something that it just considers each and every row from the reverse order. Okay, by -1, which is from the reverse order. Okay, so set sasab dot class point equal to I. So point equal to I refers to this particular number of each row. Okay, it just go I equal to NOBS to 1, which is 19, 18, 17, 16, right, and so on. So it just tells SAS that to print one. So to print one by one at in the data set, and this is something that NOBS equal to NOBS. So it treats NOBS is an option. We consider in this write this one NOBS. You see this creates and names a temporary variable whose value is usually the total number of observations in the input data set. Okay. So we are mentioning NOBS equal to, here we have used NOBS, right? So we are mentioning consider NOBS equal to number of observations from the from this data set. Okay. As we use do loop here, make sure to mention output n, because to stop the iteration we use n, and to stop all the and the entire iteration use stop. Something. We got the data in the reverse order. Okay. This is something that whenever you use NOBS, whenever you doesn't know the last observation number. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And next one. So next one, selecting first record for every 3 records. Okay. So I'm just using, so I want to select third, every third record in the particular data set. Okay. So I have one. I'll start with the first row, two NOBS, two number of observations such that by 3. So by 3 means it select all the third record. It will select every third record, right? By 3. The same way. Until the multiples of 3, it will just give you all the every third record in terms of multiple of 3. Right? 3, 6, 9 in that way. For your sake, I'll just print both data.
No, got it. I could understand.
Okay, no, just to show. Yes. This one we have Alfred. So we got the first one is Alfred. Next one we got Carol. Carol is the fourth one. 1, 2, 3.
14.
1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Okay. And next one. What is the next one? Selecting first record for every third records, in the reverse order.
Okay, -3. Okay.
By -3. Same thing. -3. So it's selecting from the first record.
Hmm.
William, Robert, in that way.
William.
I mean, it is in the reverse order. Okay.
First, can I see the data?
Yeah.
Not like previous data.
Sorry, ma'am.
Previous data that.
Original record.
Yeah,
Okay.
original record. Yeah.
Okay. This one, right?
Okay.
After William, Robert will come.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Yep.
I'm considering from first record. I want to consider first record and then third of each.
Every
Yeah.
third. Yeah.
Every third
Okay.
record.
Yeah.
And here, see here, selecting every alternate record. Every alternate record which will be by 2. Okay. So I get every alternate record. Alfred, Barbara, Henry, Jane. And now selecting every third record. That is selecting first record for every third record. And here selecting every third record. Yes, remove this one. This comes in macro. So we have an option called mod. Mod is something that so mod is an option. So mod is a function. It's a numeric function where it is used to calculate the remainder of a particular data. Okay. For example, I want every third record. Okay. What is underscore n underscore? Which is which is the number of observations,
Specific
right?
row. Yeah, specific
Yeah.
row it will be.
Yeah. No, and so now, yeah, exactly. Specific group. Exactly. Okay. So here the condition is if mod of underscore n underscore comma 3. So we get resolved in this way. So what is underscore n underscore? The first row, which is 1. Okay. 1 divided by 3 equal to 0, which is not, right? So so it won't output the first record. Second one, 1 divided by 3, sorry, 2 divided by 1 second. Yeah. 2 divided by 3 equal to 0, which is not. So, which is a false statement. And 3 divided by 3 equal to 0, which is a true statement, right, sir?
Yeah.
Yeah. So here I'm considering 3 divided by 3 will be 1, but not 1, which is the quotient is 1, but the remainder is 0, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it will give you the third record. The same way, 4 divided by 3, 5 divided by 3,
It will give only one
6
record in that
divided by
case.
3 is equal to 0. It satisfies this condition, right? We have mentioned underscore and underscore,
Yeah.
sir.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So which considers all the number of observations in a particular data set. If it is 20 or 100 or 1000, it doesn't matter. If it is one or it's one to many. So it just extends from one observation to how many observations are there in the particular data set. Okay. So I get Barbara. So let's see. For your sake. One. Yeah. See here, Barbara is the third observation. So we get third observation is Barbara. James as the
James.
sixth one.
James.
So we get sixth observation.
Yeah.
Right? So that's what selecting. So here I used max. So there's a macro statement. So it's called let statement. Okay. So instead of 3, I can simply write and dot. Okay. So whichever third or fourth or second or first or whichever observation you want, you can change you can change the number directly here. Okay. Directly here. Directly here. And run the code. That's it. Instead of changing here. Okay. So that's a different topic. We'll just deal with that in the forthcoming sessions. Okay. Clear, sir? What is the help of mod? How can you deal with mod?
Hmm.
Yeah. That is the mod. Next one. Next one is
If you can put comment also there, the
Mhm.
function, whatever it is. Sometimes when we refer, if we forget, then also we can know it.
Okay.
Because EQ0, sometimes we might not remember that the reminder is 0.
Let me just comment here itself. Anyways, this handout will be with you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Third record. Anyways, we'll just deal with mod in the in the functions class, which will be mostly
Okay.
tomorrow or next week. Okay. So just to be on safe hands, I'll just simply mention here. Mod function gives you the remainder of the remainder of the value based on your input. Okay.
Hmm.
Yeah. So mod always gives you the remainder of the particular value. Okay. So you have to mention equal to
Okay.
0 or something such that equal to 0 or 1 or 2, whichever you want. Okay.
Hmm.
Yeah. Next one, concatenation with multiple set statements. Okay. So until now we have used concatenation using one single concatenating multiple datasets using single set statement. And now we'll see concatenation with multiple set statements. Okay. Here's syntax. Syntax is simple. Data ds set 1, set dataset 1, dataset 2, and so on, and run. Okay. So this is syntax.
Why should we use multiple this thing? What is the use of it?
You'll get to know, sir. We'll just go through examples, one by one. What is the use of it? Okay. Yeah. So the above one is normally used whenever you have different data sets with same variables. Okay. You want to combine, you want to append. But this one will help you in a different way. Let's see. Okay. So to combine these data sets using multiple set statements, it has few rules to be followed. Okay. Compared. Okay. So single set statement with different data sets, it is almost straightforward. But this one, it's little tricky to tricky to remember. Okay. We'll just understand it at the first glance, but again, remembering it will be little difficult. I mean, until you will practice this one, you'll get to know. Normally, we tend to forget this multiple set statements. Okay, the rules of it. Okay, let's go through that. First one is, okay, both datasets contain same variables and same number of observations. Okay, let's see. The number of observations in the new dataset. Okay. We'll just print this one. So I use multiple set statement in this way, DS1, DS2. Okay. So see. So what happens here is, okay. So whenever you deal with multiple set statements, okay. So in these datasets, you have same variables. Okay, same variable names. What happens is the set DS2, okay, the set DS2 have 6 observations, set DS1 has 6 observations. So this DS2 will replace each and every value of DS1 and prints that to DS3. Okay, we'll see an example. In DS1 we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 as in the code. And in DS2 you have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 as in the code. And DS3 you have, after doing multiple set statement, you'll end up getting 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, which is the data of DS2. Okay. So in multiple set statements, it will directly replace whatever there in the DS2 with DS1 only when you have same variable names.
So anything which is, if it is same variables, then
it get replaced.
One above whatever it is there, it will replace that one above.
Right. DS2 will replace the DS1.
DS1.
Yeah. No, whichever
Or
the
one,
cell.
or even if 3, 4 are there, everything it will replace to the
Everything. Everything. So you have three columns, 2 rows, right? So this 3 will be on 1, 4 will be on 2, 5 will be on 3, and so on. Okay, the condition is the variables are same.
So now we are done with concatenation. Now this is replacement, or it is part of still concatenation only.
No, it's part of concatenation with multiple set statements. Okay, we use multiple.
But here we are not
datasets.
concatenating, man.
No, you'll get to know, sir. Okay, this is the first one. So yeah, that is the rule of this one. Okay. Yeah. And next one. And if you see this one here, so we used ABCD. We have used ABC. Okay. So as per the rule, it simply replaces ABC observations. So or ABC
Not D.
variables, not D, because D is not there in DS2.
But in new data set, D will be there, right?
Exactly. we'll have D47. Okay. Next one. Yeah, this one is a simple example can be as a real-time example. So what is the use of this multiple set statements? Okay. For example, you want to combine these two data sets. Okay, we'll just do base. Okay, combine these two data sets. Okay, so you got two data sets in such a way that consider this to be an Oracle, DB data, this to be a external source data. Okay, so we got the information that from the client that, so I want to combine these two data sets such that this sales should flow beside this city. Okay, because this sales is perspective to the city wise. City, I mean city with employee name wise. Okay, so employee name A has sales of 20. Employee name with B has sales of 30. Employee C has sales of 40. Okay, if you use normal concatenation, data ds set, we use normal concatenation. So it will just append the data. It will just append the data. Okay, there won't be any kind of insights from that. So there won't be any kind of insights, which you can generate from that, because it will flow in this way. It will flow in this way: 1 2 3 1 2 3 ABC Hyderabad, and then dots and then missing values, and then 20. What kind of insights we can generate from this data set, right? We can't do anything, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so in that case, this particular set statement comes into picture. Multiple set. So what does multiple set do? It will combine these two data sets in such a way that ext data will be on the right hand side of DB data. So this is meaningful, right, ma'am? Right, sir?
Yeah.
This is the meaningful data, and we can generate insights using this kind of a data. Okay, so sometimes you get
But
it.
for that, the condition is here the employee ID should be same. If it is not same, then this will not work.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Everything has a condition, right? If it is not same
Yeah.
but has 3 rows, so for example, if you have 1 2 3 here, 1 2 3 over there, if you have 4 5 and 6 over here,
Then only 4 5 6 will come.
right? Yeah, 4 5 6. Employee name will come, and city will come, sales will come. The point here is, I want to combine data sets based on the, so I have the same employee ID, but employee name is different, is not there in the second data set. So in the first data set, I have the employee details, and in the second data set, I have the employee sales. So I want to combine these two, right? So here I use
Got it.
multiple set statements. So it's same thing, sir. Same thing in real time also. What happens is, you get employee details, customer details in one data set, and you have customer sales in the other data set, and you have uh, uh, customer sales in one, customer basic information into one, and third one is customer products. Okay, customer products into the third data set. Okay,
Yeah.
we can't do a simple we can't do a simple concatenation, right? Using simple set statement and multiple data sets, right? So it will append one by one. It will append one below the other. So that's not the case.
Yeah.
I want the data set to be appended one after the other. One side by side. So that's when this kind of concatenation comes into picture. So I want the data in this way. I'm customer name, beside of it is sales, and beside of it, what are the products he's being investing in this particular bank. That's what I want. So in that case, we use simple set statements.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So it has some rules to be taken care of. So another 5 minutes, is it okay, ma'am? Okay, sir. If I take another 5 minutes, okay. Yeah. So both the datasets contain same variables and different number of observations. Let's see. Okay. So, for example, if you have same column names, but different data, but different data and different data rows. You have 3 here, I have 2 here. Let's see what happens.
Third one you have in track. BS3.
Yeah. In DS2, what I have is 3645, so 47, 345, 378. The same thing, DS3. Okay. So here the rule is whenever you have more rows, whenever you have more rows in one data set and less rows in other data set, okay, can be anyone, DS1, DS2. So always in the final data set, it will always consider the lesser number data set. Okay. Number wise, it will consider for example, in DS1 you have three rows, in DS2 you have 2 rows. In the final data set, you will have the least number of rows, which is 2, and the data will be and if the columns are same, the DS2 data will replace the DS1 data. Clear, sir? Ma'am?
Yeah.
Yeah. So for example, I'll just do in this way. For example, I'll just reverse this order, DS2 and DS1. Okay, we'll see. So this I should be getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
You will have now 3 rows come.
4, 5, 6. But you can say that in DS1 I have 3 observations, right? So 3 rows.
Yeah.
Okay. Here the condition is, as I said, it doesn't consider whether the last data set have 2 rows or 3 rows or 4 rows. Okay. It considers the least number of rows can be from any data. Okay. So least number of rows. So DS2 has the least number of rows, which is 2 rows. Okay. In the output data set, it'll only consider 2 rows data until 2 rows. Got it, sir, ma'am?
Okay.
Okay. In the output data set, it will consider data until 2 rows. So whatever the whatever the data fits in until 2 rows, it will print until 2 rows all the data that fits in. Got it? Any questions on this one?
No question, but in real time, how this is
this is what
gonna affect badly.
Yeah. So sometimes what happens is, in the employee table, okay, so you get 2 data sets, 2 different data sets. One is the employee information, and the other one is employee sales. Okay. So in the employee information you have 1 to 10 employee names. 1 to 10 IDs, and in the employee 2 you have 1 to 20 employee IDs. Okay. At that time, so what happens is the data only considers 10 rows of data. In the output data set, it considers only 10 rows of data. Okay. And
So under what circumstances this would be useful then? The previous one is useful definitely because we are mapping against each one the all other like
Right.
what you told customer these many number of sales, these many number of products, we are
Right.
mapping everything.
Right.
So there is
Right.
no loss of data. We are
Right.
just mapping it. But here,
Here, what's
there is loss
happening?
of data.
No, it's not about, it's not about, lost data, sir. For example, so what I explain you is, okay, we'll just go to this example. I'm mentioning employee 4 has 50, okay, but the
Hmm.
data which you got from client doesn't have employee 4,
Hmm.
okay. Sometimes what happens is there'll be a lag in data, okay. So companies, whenever you get data from an external source, there'll be lag of data when can be a data lag from 1 day to 1 month. Okay. For
Hmm.
example, you got this particular data from the client, no, I mean from the external source regarding employee information which have employee ID, employee name and city, a 1 week back data. Okay. But in
Hmm.
the but no you have been no but when you're doing the operations, okay, from the database you got the no the no the no the data until the latest date, okay, where you got employee ID 4 have 50 rupees sales, okay,
Hmm.
okay, but you don't have employee ID 4 in this particular data given by the source or the client. So at that time you doesn't require this 4 to be appended to this particular data, okay. Client does not require 4 to be appended, okay. 4 sales, employee ID 4 sales. So at that time this is helpful. So it will just simply drop this fourth record and concatenate the rest 20, 30, 40. Okay.
Hmm.
This is the use of it, sir.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I mean, this is a simple example which I have given you. I mean, mostly, whenever you get a data with some data truncation. I mean, not truncation, data loss. That's because due to the data delay. Okay. So, you fetch the data from the database, which will be up to date, but but from the external source, you get data which will be weeks old or a month old. Okay, there will be some kind of a data discrepancy between these two. So at that time, it's always advisable to use whatever the data given by the stakeholder or the client. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, or you can or you can tell the stakeholder or the client, just just mention that we have used the data until we have used all the data points which you have given, but from the database we got the data until we got we got the latest data. So please advise on that. So based on their suggestion, you can go forward whether to add this particular data point or not. It's up to them, right, sir,
Hmm.
ma'am?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, until you are manager, you can't take a decision. Okay, if you're a programmer, always make sure that you just uh, follow the directives from the your manager or your client or stakeholder. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So both datasets contain this is yeah, both datasets contain different variables and different number of observations. I have ABC here, I have ABCD here. Okay. So last one's the last, this is the last example. So now tell me what happens here, sir. If I just concatenate these two, these two,
Only
what?
two, only two observations will come
Mhm.
with
I mean, two
addition of
rows. You
the
mean it's a two rows,
fourth.
right?
Only
Only
two.
two rows will come with
Mm-hmm.
addition of the fourth column.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's see.
D. Yeah.
Let's see. Okay. DS3. Okay, we
Yeah.
got 3, 4, 5, and D column. Right? 6, 9. Okay. So what if I just jumble this two? How about now, sir?
So 2 rows will be
Even
there.
now, 2 rows will come. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 will come.
Mm-hmm.
And
A,
6
B,
and 9, the new column will also add.
Okay. Let's see. Okay. I guess
Yeah.
you're clear on that.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, same way. Okay. So any questions until now, until the concatenation? Because next is interleaving. We'll see in the next session. Until now, we have done with the concatenation using single set statement with multiple data sets and using multiple set statements. Any questions on these two?
No, only on the loop one I need to probably refresh because I could not recollect. So I need to work on the loop process.
Yeah. If you have any questions on that, just let me know, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. If nothing else, we'll just wrap the session.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.